The Australian businessman John Mullen has been named the new chairman of Qantas. Mr Mullen will assume the role from July 1st and replaces Richard Goyder, who retired last year. For more analysis, we're joined now by airlineratings.com editor-in-chief Geoff Thomas. Geoff, good to see you, a new chairman for Qantas. The appointment of John Mullen seems to have been generally well received.
Look, indeed, Ashley, he's certainly has the right stuff. He's been involved in logistics for many, many years. He was CEO of TNT Express based in Europe. He's also been the head of DHL Global Express Operations for a number of years. And now he's chair of Brambles, Toll, and he's also been the chair of Telstra for many years. So he has an extensive background in logistics, people, communications. He would seem to tick all the boxes when it comes to taking over Qantas, and I think that he will do a very good job.
Yeah, that's quite the resume, isn't it? What about Virgin? There's a change at the top there too. Any mail that you have about who is likely to be the next CEO at Virgin?
Well, yes, it's sad to see Jane go. She's done a terrific job bringing Virgin out of receivership, and she's leaving because of family issues. My understanding is that ahead of the IPO, Bain wanted a commitment for about 4 or 5 years, I understand, and with family, Jane lost her husband last year, and with her family commitments. With her children, she couldn't give that commitment. But to your question, yes, I think there's a very, very good candidate who's already working with Virgin at the moment. He's on the Virgin board of safety, the safety advisor, and he's Ed Sims. Now, Ed Sims has had a great career. He was formerly with Ansett. With the demise of Ansett, he was then appointed as the VP of Marketing at Air New Zealand. And as we all know, he did a terrific job in helping to turn Air New Zealand around and develop a fabulous range of products, which have won multitude of awards. He then left Air New Zealand to be CEO of Airways, a corporation in New Zealand. That's the air traffic control provider. He was there for about 6 years before he took on the role of CEO of WestJet in Canada, based in Calgary. And WestJet is a very, very similar airline to Virgin Australia, although WestJet had an international arm operating 787s, and that's where I think Virgin will go to. And more recently, he has various board roles, including this advisory role with Virgin Australia. And I think he would be an outstanding candidate to take over from the work of Jane Hardlicker.
Okay, we'll watch that space. Geoff, I understand you're coming to us live from Singapore today, attending the Singapore Air Show. Any exciting cutting-edge options you've seen on the table over there?
Well, it's a strange sort of air show. It's the first air show I've been to, and I've been to a lot, too many in fact, where there's no commercial aircraft from Boeing, which is sort of, wow, how come you didn't bring an aeroplane to the Singapore Air Show? Notwithstanding, they picked up some nice orders, 45 787s from Thai, some from Royal Brunei. But the bigger news is the Chinese with their C919 competitor to the A320 737 families. They picked up an order for 50 from a Tibet Chinese airline, but nonetheless, it's a nice order to get. Lots of activity around their aircraft, which are here. A lot of interest, and people are saying, maybe we should be taking this airplane seriously as a challenger to Airbus and Boeing. But the Chinese have got to prove themselves yet as far as supporting the aircraft in service with spares and after-sales support. So there's a way to go, but it's a very interesting airplane and one to watch.
Geoff Thomas, enjoy the rest of the show. Catch up with you again soon. Thank you.
Pleasure.